We're back again for Saturday, August 22nd, and we have a beautiful slate of games in the MLB. We have a full slate of games in the NFL preseason. We have a UFC fight night. We even get some soccer over in Europe. In this video, we're going to be breaking down everything. We got three of the best batter props in the MLB to go over with you guys, three of the best pitcher props to go over with you guys, and not only that, we built a four-team absolutely beautiful lotto parlay to break down for you guys as well. I'll be giving you my favorite two bets on the NFL preseason for Saturday, some player props to go along with it, a lot to go over. We're going to have tons of fun, and if that sounds good to you, let's go. Now, before we start breaking down all the plays we love on Saturday, I got to start this video off with an apology. The pitchers just did not show up on Friday in the strikeout department. I think the top five pitchers on the mound all went under their strikeout lines. We just missed Jacob Mizaworski. He was one short of our alternate line that we dropped in our double up. First pitcher prop double up that we didn't hit all week long. We're going to bounce back here in this video. I got an absolute gem cooked up for you guys. But in the NFL preseason two-man, our little 3X play that we went over in yesterday's video, we did cash Drew Allaire, got tons of playing time in that second half, cashing us out there. Unfortunately, the free play that we talked about in the video with Pittsburgh plus 3.5, they just did not show up at all. Couldn't find the end zone in this one. Jets get their only win that they're going to get all season right here against Pittsburgh in week 2 of the preseason, and messed up our free play. But we got Drew Allaire there with the 3X. Trey Smack, I told you guys, they're going to keep working him. He is going to be amazing this year. They didn't draft him that high for no reason at all. He is absolutely phenomenal. Hit some 50-yarders in the game, and the game is still currently going on. And then in the premium side of things over in the NFL preseason, these are free. If you guys have DraftKings, I don't know if any other apps do these, but these are absolutely free. If you take one of the starting players, you got to check out, see who's winning, or just join premium. But if you go and you check out just who's getting the playing time in the first couple drives there, if it's the starter, obviously I'm going to go ahead. You got to know which games to take. But with ONYX getting his first action of the year here against the Green Bay Packers, 20 yards, that's like one reception. He literally did it in the first drive. That's the bet, 20 plus passing yards on his first drive. That's what he did. But on his first drive, his touchdown pass was actually 21 yards, and he had passes before that. He had like 47 yards in that one drive. Listen, these starters, they only play one or two drives. They're going to go balls to the wall on that first drive. These are absolutely free. We are currently, I believe, 6-0 on our player specials over in premium. Hopefully you guys are able to take advantage if you have DraftKings. I think FanDuel does them as well, but we love taking advantage of those. Now, another thing that we wanted to talk about that is currently happening right now in premium, sweating out our premium lotto 8X play, 250 to 2,100. We had the Phillies and the Yankees cashing us out. The Guardians, they probably won by now. They were up 8-1 last I checked. They just won 9-1. Literally just got an alert on my phone. The Dodgers are actually winning right now 4-2 last time I checked. Let's get a little live update for you guys. The Dodgers are currently winning 4-2 in the 5th inning. So that one's looking pretty decent. And then the White Sox won that one in the 9th. Absolutely beautifully crafted. We have literally lost one game on our cheat sheet on Friday, and it was those damn Detroit Tigers getting taken down by the Royals. Other than that, we went 11-1 on the cheat sheet as long as the Dodgers become victorious here in this one. Absolutely beautiful. I hope you guys took advantage. I hope you're over there in the Winnable to get those cheat sheets every single day. You can join the squad for absolutely free. It'll be down in the pinned comments. While you're down there doing all that, like the video, subscribe to the channel. We drop these bangers every single day. Let's try to have a little bit more success in this one. We cashed that 3X play yesterday in the NFL preseason. We have another one built for you guys on Saturday. And then we also have our money doubler for the pitcher prop department as well. And we just need the pitchers to show up because literally all of the pitchers on Friday went under. We had Jesus Luzardo for his 6, which is what we took him at. We took some alt lines, but Jacob Mizaworski ended the game with 6. He needed 7 for us to cash out that money doubler. I thought he was going to go 7. I thought the battle between him and Chris Sale would go into the 7th inning. Both teams pulled their starters at the same exact moment. Brewers won 2-1. We had them on the cheat sheet as well to win the game. Just a tough break there. Sorry we couldn't go 7-0 for you guys this week on those money doublers. Let's bounce back in this video. But if you want ways to lock in these plays for free, so you don't even have to worry about it, you're not even losing your own money. Go down in the description. You can lock these in for free. And we're going to try to turn that into even more money right here in this video. And since I talked about it, here it is. There's tons of different things that you can get. Everything Sports Betting Ape is over on the link tree that's down in the description. Get Outlier. We are a part of the Outlier family now. We do use Prop Madness for baseball just for the video. I do prefer Outlier. We always have. It's just that Prop Madness will have the props up even if the lines aren't available. So it makes it easier for me to get these videos out early to you guys. That will not be a problem during the NFL. And we also use Outlier to dig into the actual money lines and all that good stuff. Maybe we'll do that right here in this video. I'll show you what I'm talking about. But if you sign up with that link on Outlier, you get a free month. Take advantage. It's a great tool to utilize to build your own plays. And if you want more free plays every single day, that's actually down in the pinned comments as well. But if you're over in the link tree already, you can join the Winible. It's right here. It says more free plays. And then we have, like I said, ways for you to lock these plays in without using your own money. You bet 5, get 50 on Prizepicks. That's where we're locking in our NFL preseason play. Code FFAPE, bet 5, get 50. Take advantage of Sleeper. You get $20 for free when you sign up with the code FFAPE. Even if you don't use it past that, get your free $20. If you do deposit, get a $100 deposit match when you deposit using code FFAPE. FFAPE unlocks that free 20 as well. If you sign up for any of these, another great one, honestly, is ONYX odds, because you can do money lines, you can do player props. You spend $10, you get $200 using code FFAPE. Now, if you sign up for any of these, you get a free week of premium and a slot into our NFL Pick'em. Top 3 people get prizes at the end of the NFL season. You just got to pick your favorite teams to win every single week. The 3 players at the end of the whole entire thing that have the highest score will be getting prizes. First prize is premium. I'm going to call it the off-season pass. It'll be from like March after the Super Bowl until the start of NFL preseason. And then we also will have second place getting a prize of 3 months. And then we will have third place getting a prize of 1 month. So take advantage, get your great promos, get in there, have some fun with the boys, chop it up, go over week to week, picking your favorite teams to win, and have a chance at all of those ways to get free premium next year if you can think that far ahead. And if you sign up for any of these, just screenshot you depositing and using the code, send it to the number below, and you get all that good stuff that I mentioned before and that free week of premium right away so you can lock in with us. We have a 3.5 unit play open. The last leg is Saturday morning. We just dropped a 5-unit nuke. I rarely do these nukes too, by the way. I have to really love the play. I have a 5-unit nuke that we've already sent out for Saturday's slate. It is Chef's Kiss. I love this play. So go sign up. Go grab a weekend pass if you want it, if you can't sign up for these apps. But I don't know what else to say. Get in there and get that one play. We'll have more plays too throughout the day, but get that one play. It's crucial to your success this weekend. Now, before we get any further into this video, there's one last thing that we do have to say. Gambling involves significant risk. There's no guarantees of profit, and you could lose some or all of your money. The content in this video is for informational, educational, and entertainment purposes only and does not constitute financial or legal advice. Past performance is not indicative of future results. We're not responsible for any losses that may occur as a result of using the information provided here. Viewers must be 18 or older or legal age in their jurisdiction to gamble. If you have a gambling problem, please seek help. Responsible gambling resources are down below, to include 1-800-GAMBLER in the United States. This video does contain affiliate links. I do receive a commission for the signups made through any of those links, so you get some free money. I get some free money. It's a great way to support the channel. You get that free week of premium, yada, yada, yada. Take advantage. I thank you so much for your support. And now let's start it off with our batter props here in the MLB. This was a sweat session for anybody that bet this game, including us on our lotto. We had the White Sox in game 1. I am leaning towards the Mets here in game 2. I think they bounce back, kind of zigzag series, if you will, against the White Sox here on Saturday. Luis Castillo will be on the mound for them. We had Sean Burke on the mound for the White Sox on Friday, who I absolutely love. Now we're going to Luis Castillo, who I'm not as much of a fan of. And the Mets bats have been very good. Francisco Lindor has been pretty decent as well. He's 50% over this line of 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs in his last 20 games, averaging that 2.1. We break it down to his last 10. He's only 4 for 10, averaging that 1.9, but he's seeing the ball well. If you're watching the games, he's making good contact. And he's got extremely good hitter-friendly conditions in Chicago on Saturday. 11-mile-an-hour winds blowing out the center, 77 degrees, absolutely beautiful day. He's already feasted against Castillo in his career as well. 5 for 6 with 12 total bases and 2 home runs. Can he get number 3 on Saturday? Probably, maybe. Is he our favorite on Saturday to do so in this video? No, but I do like him in this spot to go over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. He's got a 253 batting average there against those right-handed pitchers. As you can see, tons of green bars, hits the ball hard, average exit velocities through the roof, good barrel percentage, decent contact as well. We love him in this spot. We think that the Mets are going to score some runs. We think Francisco Lindor is going to be a part of that party. We have a teammate of his that we want to take as well. We think Francisco Lindor is going to get on base. A tremendous on-base percentage of a 343. And we got a guy batting behind him that hits the ball at an alarming rate, and that is Carson Bench. We love him in this one. He's done this in 13 of his last 20 games. In his last 10, he is 6 for 10. He cleared this line on Friday against Sean Burke. I think he's going to do it again here on Saturday against Luis Castillo. I love him in this spot. It's his first meeting against Castillo, so no historical data between the two, but he's got a nice 274 batting average against the righties. And again, the contact. The contact, and the slugging percentage is there. We need him to hit the ball and hit the ball well so Lindor can score a run, and then we just take it to the bank. We like Carson Bench in this one over 1.5. We're leaning the Mets here as well on Saturday. Give us Lindor and Bench together and round it out with Corbin Carroll to take us home on our 3-man hitter prop here for our nice payout of should be about a 5X. We'll build it in a second. I like to talk about it first with you guys. Then I pause the video. You guys can't see this. Then I lock it in, put it on the screen for you exactly how we locked it in. So we got Corbin Carroll here over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs going up against the Cincinnati Reds. They're so-so. It's going to be scorching hot in Arizona, I might add, tomorrow. 111 degrees is insane. Super pitcher friendly. Do not expect these guys to be doing too much. But I do have this game relatively high scoring, and I think it will cool down a little bit. The game's not until 8:10. I've never been to Arizona, but I'm assuming it's dry heat like it is in Texas. So not as bad as that humidity down in Florida, but it's still 111 degrees. You cannot escape that heat. But I do love him in this matchup. Think he's going to have a nice little Saturday, put it together nice for us. We have the Arizona Diamondbacks scoring some runs for us as well. He's done this in 6 of his last 10 games, averaging that 2.1. As you can see, his average slugging percentage and on-base percentage all on the rise there in the last 10 games. Had a great stretch against the Rockies and the Braves. Against the Red Sox, cooled down a little bit, did it in the last game, and now he's back on Saturday against Nick Lodolo, where he's 2 for 4 with that 1 walk and 2 nice singles. We're probably going to bump this down to 0.5 just to be safe, but I do think that he could very well do more than that. 327 batting average against those left-handed pitchers. Nice on-base percentage as well. We like him to, at the very least, get a hit, score a run, or get an RBI. Like I said, we're probably going to bump that one down to 0.5, but I do like the 1.5. I think it's great value, and I do think the Diamondbacks put up some runs on that board, so I definitely wanted to go over Corbin Carroll, and he will be a part of our 3-man here later on in the video. Now, to the strikeouts, where we've been making money hands over fist. I know. Friday didn't go our way. I had guys projected for 9. They got 6. I knew they were playing teams. We've talked about it. I knew they were playing teams that didn't strike out a lot, but those teams don't always go up against absolute killers on the mound. Tough Friday for all aces all around. I mean, still a lot of them didn't give up a lot of runs, so I don't know how tough you really want to call it, but definitely didn't reach our mark there for the strikeout line that we took there. Lost for words there. We got Dylan Cease on Saturday. We like him for 8.5. We don't mind that at all at that -137. We're probably going to use this as a parlay piece to double up our money. We're not going to get greedy, but I do like him there for that 8.5, especially against the New York Yankees. His last outing against them, he got 10 strikeouts in which they lost that game, which happens all too often this year. It's absolutely insane that these pitchers go out there, get 10 plus strikeouts, and then their team loses the game. But we'll see what happens on Saturday. I am leaning towards Toronto in this one. Yankees bats, though, have been coming alive, but I do think that Dylan Cease, at least in the beginning half of this game, is going to be able to stifle them. I like him to get 9 strikeouts in this. This is a high number, but 9 is right where I projected him. I don't think we're going to have a repeat of Friday at all. Definitely bump it down if you're doing a parlay piece. Do not get greedy. Don't get crazy. They want you to take those 6, 7X plays every single day. It's not how you're going to make money long term. Do we do them in premium and on the channel? Of course we do. We like to be degenerate sometimes, but we put the bulk of our money on the smart plays, and that's what we're going to do in this video. Now, as you can see here, Dylan Cease against the New York Yankees. He just got 10 in his last outing against them. He's gotten 37 strikeouts over his last 3 seasons against the New York Yankees, facing 98 Yankee batters, 37 strikeouts. That's an insane strikeout percentage. And as you can see here, 36.4 in that department. And like some of the pitchers that we took on Friday, he's not going up against the team that doesn't strike out a lot. He's going up against the literal opposite of that, against a team that strikes out a ton. The last time he played them, like I said, he got 10. The time before that, he got 9 against them. I think he's right up there at that mark. 8.5 is a very solid number. We're going to bump it down on our 2-man here at the end of the video. Another player that we love here in this spot is Christian Scott. I think he's going to be phenomenal once again on the mound. That 6.5 of that plus money is very enticing if you can lock this in straight. He's done this in 7 of his last 18. Not overly impressive, but he's been right there on the nose. So if you bump it down, it's beautiful. 12 out of his last 18, he's gotten 6 strikeouts or more. He's going up against the White Sox team that strikes out more than just about any other team he's played all year, with the exception of the Angels way back in May. Now he's getting the White Sox, who strike out and miss the ball more than almost anybody in the league, except for maybe my New York Yankees. Christian Scott's got a 28.6 strikeout percentage as well. Think it's going to be beautiful. He has not played the White Sox yet, so they don't know what kind of stuff he's got. They're just watching tape and hoping and praying that they can figure it out. But we love Christian Scott in this one. As you can see, the 28.6, it's not by our standards elite, but it's very damn good, and 5.5 is super, super low. Next, but certainly not least, do we go with him? Do we go with him? You know what? We'll talk about him. He's not going to be on our 2-man. We just talked about our 2-man. But can you ignore Tariq Skubal when he's on the mound? I don't know. If I were you against the Pirates here, I mean, they strike out a lot. They truly do. He hasn't done this in 4 games. Does that mean he's due? I didn't mean for that to be a poetry rhyme like I'm Dr. Seuss, but you have to kind of think he's due. This is not an unders channel. We don't like taking unders. The under's probably the safe bet. The under's probably the better bet. 8.5 is a tall, tall task, but Tariq Skubal has not been pitching well over there in LA. But he's going to get up against the Pirates. What do we do with this play? Probably bump it down. That's the safest thing to do. Maybe take the under. That's pretty safe too. Minus 164. If it's me, because I'm a gambling man, I'm going to sprinkle on that over, or just flat out stay away. But you got to talk about Skubal when he's on the mound on any given day here. 14 strikeouts in 51 Pirates faced in his last 3 seasons. We know he's elite, 30.3. He's just figuring out his way in LA, which is exactly why we're going to stay away. There I go rhyming again. It's just coming out naturally. But we like Tariq Skubal. We think he can get it done. Maybe the under is the play. I just wanted to talk about a third guy. And honestly, those first 2 are going to be the play. I guess we could, you know what? I'll throw in a fourth. Just because I was so wishy-washy on that one. Logan Henderson. This one we actually really do like. I get it. The Braves don't strike out a lot. 5.5 is the number we like. It's minus 200, not worth taking on its own. But if you wanted to add it to a parlay piece, go on ahead and do so. The Braves, they don't strike out a ton, but Logan Henderson strikes out a lot of batters. 31.3% strikeout rate. I like him a little bit better than Skubal, even though Skubal's opponent is worse at striking out. I got to think Logan Henderson's going to get it done once again. I have him projected on my sheet at 7. 5.5, we love it. 6.5 gets risky. 5.5 is your parlay piece. Use it accordingly. That's what we like in the pitcher prop department for the MLB on Saturday. And now I'm going to give you 2 of my favorite leans here in the NFL preseason. Definitely not concrete. Maybe I like one more than the other. We'll talk about it. But this week compared to last week in the preseason hasn't been as good to us. I'll fully admit it. We were off with the Steelers. I don't want to give you guys more of a bad play. I got a lot of people attacking me in the comments saying you bad read on Rice. Literally, that was the first video all week where we didn't profit. We hit a 3x play, but I give out so many plays in the video. I'm going to start giving you guys quality over quantity. So if you don't see a slip on your screen, they're just simply leans. I just like to talk about what's going on and give you guys some thoughts in your head for some of these other games. So let's talk about two games in particular here on Saturday. We got the Buffalo Bills taking on the Cleveland Browns. I don't know if trap games exist in the preseason. This one kind of feels like one. Buffalo with an absolute stomping, dominant win over Carolina in week 1 of the preseason. Now they're on the road. Don't think they're going to care as much. It's not at home in their new stadium. Cleveland also has a competition still going on, albeit not a very good one, with Shedeur Sanders and Deshaun Watson. And I think that's going to force them to play a little bit harder, just simply because they want their quarterbacks out on the field. Deshaun Watson's going to be getting probably mostly the third quarter. Sanders is going to play the whole entire first half, which puts him at a huge advantage there. Dylan Gabriel gets the fourth. Watson gets the third. Buffalo just throwing out their backups. Josh Allen's not playing in this game. I got to go ahead and take the Browns here, either on the money line, -2.5, and I'm also leaning at over 36.5 points there. Then we have the Bears and the Bengals. I don't really get how a home team gets points in the preseason. I don't. And the Bengals are getting +2.5. I kind of love that play. I like the Bengals here probably to win the game. I'm aware Chicago, they have a great preseason record. They're 11-2-1 in their past 14 preseason games. They haven't lost one since 2023. Cincinnati is a 3-11-1 in their past 15. I don't think that's going to matter too much. Tyson Baguette didn't even make the trip. They're banged up. I do not think they're going to want to risk anybody getting hurt and further hurting their cause for starting off on the right foot for NFL real season week 1. The Bengals, they played their starters a little bit in week 1. I don't really see them rolling out too much in this one. They also got a great kicker, Evan McPherson. I think he's going to be around kicking some 50-plus yard field goals. The Bears, they're rolling out Case Keenum and Miller Moss. I'm going with the Bengals +2.5 there. I kind of lean the under in that game. Don't think it's going to be too much fun to watch, but I do find a little edge there with the Bengals +2.5 at home. They're Tyson Bagent, I'm butchering his name. He went off in week 1 for the Bears. He's not even making the trip. Caleb Williams won't be playing. They got Case Keenum and Miller Moss. I'm going with the Bengals +2.5 on that one. Those are our leans for the NFL preseason. We'll see if we lock any in after doing some further research, but I don't want to be all willy-nilly and hand out plays to you guys because then you will just butcher me in the comments. So we're just going to have our 2-man pitcher prop play that I absolutely love. We'll do those every day, the money doublers. We literally are 6-1, and people still aren't happy. I get it. My bad. And then we're going to do our 3-man in the MLB batter, our 2-man in the NFL preseason because we love those props for a nice 3x payout here on Saturday. And then we got a nice lotto play that you can sprinkle on and have a great day on Saturday watching some games. Let's talk about it. And here you have it. This is our 3x play in the player prop department for the NFL preseason. Shedeur Sanders, over 93.5 yards, playing the entire first half. I think he's getting over 100 in this game. We're locking him in right there for 93.5. Then we got Evan McPherson for over 2 field goals made. This dude is automatic from 50 feet or 50 yards rather. Anywhere on the field, this dude can make it. I think they're going to be getting tons and tons of action down the field, getting into field goal range. Evan McPherson to take us home with those 2 field goals made in the preseason game on Saturday, 3xing our money. And then simply because Prizepicks didn't have the lines available yet, I'm going to lock it in again over on Prizepicks. The payout will probably be a little bit higher. This is just about doubling up our money on Saturday. We got Dylan Cease for 7 strikeouts against the New York Yankees. I actually have him projected to 9, but Friday was squirrely, and we're not getting greedy. And then Christian Scott, I got him projected for 7 strikeouts in this one against the White Sox. I think he's going to have some great stuff thrown at the White Sox here on Saturday. I love him in this matchup. Not a lot of people are going to talk about him, but he is an absolute beast in that strikeout department. This is our 6-7 parlay. I'm too old to be doing that, but I do got a 7-year-old that does it to me all the time. Not so much anymore. It's kind of faded away, but it was a normal occurrence every single day in the Ape House for quite a long time when school was in session. Hopefully they get another fad next year because that got very annoying, but I still kind of like to say it. Anyway, this is going to double up our money in the strikeout department. Our batter props aren't available. And you know what? Maybe I just won't show you a slip for them because they are a little bit risky. So what do you do here? So to make it more transparent to you guys, so 3x play. Anything over doubling your money is inherently more risky in the sports betting world. This is what they want you to do. I do very much like this play, though. I think it's an absolute lock. I love these two paired up together. I would put about half a unit on that. You saw my preseason slips. My unit size is 1,000. I go even lighter on preseason. I go about half a unit, $500 on the player props, maybe 500 to 1,000 on the preseason game, depending on how much I like it. But this would be like a half unit play here, turning, say, your $10 better, $5 into $15 for you on Saturday. This one's a double up. If you're a unit better, you got to go ahead and at least do the whole unit. $10 to win $10. So you'll profit $10 and you'll have $20 on your slip there, doubling up your money, just under $10 here with that one. But I would do a full unit, maybe more, maybe less, whatever you're comfortable with. But I'm going a full unit on this one. I'm going to be putting $1,000 on Dylan Cease and Christian Scott. And we're locking these all in on Prizepicks where you play 5 and you get 50 instantly with code FFAPE. And don't forget to take advantage of that free $20 on Sleeper if you don't want to come out of pocket at all. And then we're locking this next one in on ONYX odds. You spend 10, you get 200. You can put whatever. You can put $100 on this play. It's their money, not yours, and go for broke. We got a nice plus 233-14 banger for you guys. We got the Boston Red Sox. I think they're going to absolutely crush the Giants once again on Saturday. Lots of runs scored in that game. I think that the Red Sox are going to put up even more runs here on Saturday. Love them in this spot. On my projection sheet, I have them as a full 2 points higher than the Giants on Saturday. One of my biggest lopsided matchups on the entire slate. We love them in this one. And that's really the hardest one. After that, we get Manchester United and some – I know it's soccer, but soccer's free money. Manchester United at 7:30 in the morning. Hopefully you got here early enough to lock it in. If you didn't, you still got 3 legs you can put together. Real Madrid, Inter Milan, lock it in. 3 extra money. I'm going a full unit on this one. Do whatever you're comfortable with. That's what we have for you on Saturday. We'll have a full slate of picks in premium for the UFC Fight Night. We found some great nuggets in there. We got some more plays in the MLB. We're going to sprinkle on the preseason, and we're going hard with that 5-unit play. And our 3.5 unit plays just one away. Let's have a monster Saturday. I hope you win all of your bets, even if you didn't get them from me. And I'll see you in the next free play video for Sunday.